What's up? I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq.
Hey, you guessed it. It's StudioSetStage. We are back live, guys. How are you guys doing?
Yes, StudioSetStage is out there. It's season 3.
Season 3, guys. Can you believe it's been that long? First, want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Marq.
Happy New Year to you, Cynthia Mallard.
Thank you. And hope that your new year, guys, is starting out as fabulous and wonderful as ours is too.
Yes,
so,
indeed. Happy New Year. StudioSetStage is out there. Like I have always said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but we're so glad that you made it here for another year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy 2022.
I know that.
Can you believe it?
Literally 2022. Say that fast, right? I say
2022.
that all the time. 2022.
Right.
So,
right.
But
don't get tongue-tied, right?
But a great tongue twister, right?
Yeah.
But guys, it's like, you know what? Last year, I could just remember, and you guys can remember too, because you guys have been riding with us forever.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were like going into 2021.
Yeah.
And guys, we were just talking about like resolutions and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think you guys, like you were saying that no resolutions, right?
Yes. You know
for this
what?
Year?
No resolutions, it's kind of, that whole resolution thing, man, it's been played out. I think it was played out back in 2000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No resolutions, just solutions.
I like that. No resolutions, guys.
No resolutions.
Just solutions. You heard it here first on our StudioSetStage.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that, guys, just for our inaugural episode, guys, kicking off 2022. But before we get to that, we got housekeeping, right?
Yes.
So just for those of you who have been riding with us, again, thank you. But for those of you who are new to StudioSetStage, you're new to Cynthia Mallard, you're new to Marq Dean, right? You can catch StudioSetStage right here. You're watching this on YouTube, StudioSetStage. Be sure, guys. So we need you guys to subscribe, basically.
And also reach out to us. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, also Spotify, also Odyssey, as well as Google Podcasts as well.
That's right. So guys, just like all our previous seasons, you can get it. Spotify, you can just download us. Something we're talking about, you need to hear it over and over again. You can do that, right? On all these platforms. That's what's like the most beautiful thing about, having this show, being able just to talk back and forth with you guys. You have access to us like 24 hours a day.
Guys. I mean, 24 hours a day, 365, StudioSetStage, is that platform where, hey, we love the feedback. We love, what you guys have been giving to us. And, that energy, man, we just want to reciprocate that.
We
want to make sure that you understand that StudioSetStage, hey, this is where we're gonna spit it real, we're not going to fake break or anything like that. Know that we are genuine and we really appreciate the love. And thank you again for all the love and support. And hey, don't forget, check out our StudioSetStage online, StudioSetStage.com. You got to check us out now.
Listen, guys, we've been on vacation, okay? You got to give us some work. You got to cut us some slack, okay? But we love you. We love you so much. Always remember, guys, you can reach us, of course. You can always DM us or whatever, but StudioSetStage@gmail.com. Again, StudioSetStage at gmail.com. And of course, you can always, like on all the platforms, it's StudioSetStage. And of course, you can reach me, Cynthia Mallard, across all platforms too.
And then, Marq Dean, Marq Dean Music on all social media.
Exactly. So guys, what have you been up to? Like, of course, we're going to tell you what we've been up to and kind of like what we're looking forward to 2022. Like I said, every we start the year out, right? And everybody's like, oh, I'm going to do A, B, C, I'm going to do 3, all this stuff, right? Then come about February, it's kind of like out the door.
Yes. Like, I mean, you get back into the same, routine, the same old. And, it's now, with so much things that have changed, so many things that have occurred, during the past, say, year, 2 years.
Talking about the pandemic. Y'all know.
Still in the midst of it, but you know what? Hey, you're still here. and you're
Yes.
here,
Amen.
and
Amen.
you are a
Amen.
survivor.
Hello.
We
Yeah.
are survivors,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's something to be celebrated.
It is. And
for
you know
real.
what? I was just going to say that you said survivors. That's awesome.
Mhm.
But not only are we surviving, guys, like we are thriving.
Yes,
We are
thriving.
thriving. I mean,
Yes.
there's, you know what we always say, what Jay say? What Jay-Z say? There's levels to this.
Yeah, it's
Levels
levels.
to it. It's levels, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot compare yourself to someone else,
No,
right?
not at all.
And some people may say, oh, I'm not really thriving like I see it in my mind, or like I envisioned it, or like I dreamed it, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you are someone's goal. Like, so you are someone's goal, like whoever you are, in StudioSetStage, outside of StudioSetStage. Someone looks at you and is like, man, I wish I could be doing that. Or I wish I could go to the grocery store and buy, a bottle of milk, right?
Well, and add to that, you all have a light. Everybody has a light.
Exactly.
That can definitely illuminate darkness in someone else, or darkness that's out there.
It could be far worse. It could always be far worse. I think you always say the same thing. A lot of times, like sometimes, guys, we all have those moments, and I have them quite frequently. Okay, I'm a Scorpio. We're very emotional. I can go, I can go from 0 to 1,000 in less than 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So
well, hey,
you need somebody to kind of balance you out. You know what I'm talking about, guys? You know.
Yeah, and it's those things where, of course, with life, you're gonna have your twists and turns. You're gonna have your hills. You're gonna have your valleys. And you're gonna have things that might drive you just, oh man, it's driving me crazy. But at the end of the day, that just as night comes, day will also come.
That's right.
So you just got to keep moving forward
and not stress about it.
And don't stress. Don't stress out.
I know.
Don't worry.
It's 2022. I know I was talking to a few of my girlfriends, and there's so many different things. Like, there's so many different areas that you wish, what I'm saying, like you were better at, like you wish you had already accomplished certain things by a certain time. We all are like that. We all, want to be, we all want to be shining at a certain point in time, and looking like a certain type of thing. But you got to understand, I heard this from TD Jakes. I've heard it from myriad pastors. Shout out to our pastor, Pastor Sammy Dow of Pleasant Grove Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah, we gotta give a shout out. But your time is not God's time.
Right.
Exactly. So you have to wait on the Lord. You have to wait on the Lord, and you have to be patient and understand that it may not be now, but it could be tomorrow, or it could be next year, or it could be 10 years from now.
Right.
You just don't know.
Yeah. And, another thing to add to that, Cynthia, is to know that, you have to maintain faith.
Yeah.
Your faith, you got to maintain your faith. But at the same time, you have to also equate that faith with effort.
Yes, you do.
Faith without works is dead.
Yes,
so they say.
Do. Yes,
my grandma used to say that all the time. She say, boy, remember, faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
And you have to keep that at the base of everything that you do. They say if you have faith the size of the mustard seed, it can move mountains.
Yeah.
But you also got to make sure that you are putting effort and action into manifesting the dreams that you are thinking about.
You better say that.
It's about manifestation.
You got to speak it. You got to speak it, because I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest with you. Everything in my life, everything in your life, and people who we know, right, who we're surrounded by, right, we spoke it. We spoke whatever it was. We spoke it into existence, no matter what was going on, no matter how turbulent the waters may have, seemed or seem. You have to speak it. Right, because if you don't see it, if you can't visualize it, you can't get there.
No, you can't. And you have to take. I mean, and initially, you have to see it before you can. You have to believe it.
That's right.
And then initiate the process.
Yes, sir.
Initiate the process, and you can't be afraid of the process. because it's the process that's going to get you to your destination.
You know it.
And if you stay the course in the process and don't let the distractions in the process, keep you from realizing, man, hey, if I just stay focused, I'm going to reach my goal.
You are.
I'm going to reach my goal.
So we are saying no resolutions, only solutions, guys.
Only solutions.
So like I said, we're talking about it like this episode. 2022. In my mind, StudioSetStage, our mind, we talk about this off air or whatever. It's a whole lot. A whole lot.
Yeah.
It's about purpose, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So
man, say that again.
Man, so in the midst of, I know everybody has been like witnessing, you're probably a part of it, possibly the Great Resignation.
Man,
people have, you've seen all the stories about it. Like people are just reassessing or have reassessed their lives and are like, what? Life is short, like more so than ever before. People have realized, life is like this little, this short, like you have this much time. And why am I going to waste it on something that takes up my entire life when I want to do something else? So people are actually out here thinking about, because really in your mind, you already have a solution to whatever the problem is out here in the world.
Well,
you really do.
You really do.
Yeah, you do. You really got it. Yeah.
You got to understand that in that too, what's the saying? I mean, it used to be popular back in the day, YOLO or whatever. You only live once.
Yeah.
True. And so you have to look at, okay, how can I be of service? How can I be a solution to a problem out there?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of them out here.
For those that are aspiring, a lot of, like you said, a lot of businesses, a lot of people was able to realize that in the midst of
we're talking
chaos,
about the employees.
Right.
We're talking about employees.
Right.
We're talking about the people who have said, I'm not coming here.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. In the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of everything, people realize, oh man, there's more to this.
It's more
like
to this.
The Matrix, if you will. It's like everything paused and it saw, okay, man, there's more. There is more.
And I think people are reflecting back. People are reflecting back.
Yeah.
Reflecting back. And we talked about this in season 2 of StudioSetStage a couple of episodes back.
We did.
About like everybody is born with amazing talent, something that you are supposed to give to the world to elevate your fellow man, your fellow woman.
Right.
And I think people are now going back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's easy. I know we can sit here and talk about it, right?
It's easier said than done.
Yeah. But actually getting to that point where you can actually develop your gift and actually give it to someone and be profitable. That's the big thing. That's the catch, right?
And the key to that is realizing too, and we talked about it a lot offline, but I just, definitely we want to stress that whatever you do, and you want to be successful, make sure that you are, being of service.
Yes.
And you're also providing a solution to a problem.
Amen.
Most businesses that are out there that's being successful, they are providing a service or a product that is being of a solution. That's providing a solution.
Those businesses that have come through the pandemic, I've noticed that.
Exactly.
Like you talk about the hospitals, we talk about I know people may not think, but even hair salons, like just people, people who design clothing, what I'm saying? You were provide a service, Amazon, you would provide a service.
Perfect example.
And they absolutely made it successfully through this pandemic and are continuing to thrive. You were no different. You were no different. I am no different.
Right. Exactly.
Like I said, you have obstacles, but this 2022 is about purpose, right? No resolution, only solutions. So listen, if you hear this somewhere else, just know we'll allow you to borrow it.
Exactly, but you heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. We know what's up. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. Look, no solution. I mean, no resolutions, just solutions.
Yeah,
you know, and you know, because you know, if you repeat the same thing over and over again, you're going to end up in the same place.
And we have done the same thing. You know, like we have repeated stuff.
We have. You know, and I'm not just talking on. I'm not just saying it to say it. I'm saying it based on, you know, experience, life.
Been there,
you
done
know,
that.
when you've been there and done that.
Been there, done that.
And when you made that tweak
and made the mistake,
been there,
done
you
that.
learn.
Made the mistakes.
You learn.
And
you learn.
You've made the mistakes. And sometimes you didn't learn. And so you got back on the hamster wheel and you're doing the same thing over and over and over, getting the same results. So
and not becoming a victim of circumstance, you know, because again, you got to keep moving forward. You got to be like time. Time doesn't stop. Doesn't stand still. It keeps moving forward. You got to move forward.
You got to do, and to do that, you've got to do something different.
Yes.
And so we created this show just for those of you, like I said, who are just discovering StudioSetStage, a platform where people in this world, StudioSetStage, and outside of the world, you would be surprised like how many people actually tune into us who have not come from, who are not in the StudioSetStage world. So we want to say big ups to you.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it just benefits us to learn and to see people who are thriving, right? In whatever they do. And this is a great place for you to come and just listen and be motivated and to be inspired by our guests.
Yeah, exactly.
And by Marq and Cynthia Mallard. Hopefully, guys.
And you know, and Cynthia, I'm gonna tell you, you know, and it causes you to definitely remain open to the possibility, you know, kind of like having the audacity to, you know, want, you know, and to fulfill your purpose, to find your purpose, first of all. You know, some people are still searching. You know, but you never know where that motivation or where that spark is going to come from. And that's why, you know, like you said, with this platform, you know, we want to definitely spread, you know, that just the idea of knowing that there's more.
And just and just make sure that you are not selfish, guys. Oh my God. You know, and I think all of us like in our lives, I mean, all of us have been, you know, me, my, and I, and I mean, it leads you nowhere. I can tell you that it leads you nowhere.
It's a thin line between being confident and cocky, you know, like they say, you know, and sometimes, you know, your ego, you know, you have to tell your ego to take the back seat, you know, because sometimes it can blind you of understanding the importance of inclusion, you know, not exclusion, you know, because you know, you can't do it all by yourself. You can't be an ally.
Well, I know you have people who say, you know what, I've thought about other people. I want to think it's about me. It's all about me. And they never go any further. You know, you know, it's just what it is. You know, if you think about creating something that is for everyone. And in leaving the world a little bit better, a little bit brighter.
No doubt.
You elevate yourself too. You elevate yourself too. Isn't that cool?
I mean, you know, you receive, you know, double fold being like you said, you know, you never know who you are maybe influencing or who you're motivating out there. So you know, because and that's the great thing about it, you know, in life, you know, it's not okay. Yes. And now I don't make apologies for knowing what I know. But I know I don't know everything.
No, we don't.
Okay. So, you know, in essence, in that, by having that spirit of inclusion, you learn more. You can learn from somebody else. As you're teaching, you're learning.
But
and I've experienced that firsthand.
It doesn't mean that you won't have any doubt.
Right.
I was just gonna say it doesn't mean you ain't gonna have any doubt.
Say that again.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like StudioSetStage, we're a host here.
Yes.
We literally thought about it. We were like, you know what? Maybe we don't need to do our show again. Maybe we need to do something totally different, right? We have had that conversation. We've had that conversation with people who are like in partnership with us with StudioSetStage, and we were just like, you know what? In the world where it's all you're hearing about is death, murder, pandemic, illness. It was like, you know what? The world needs a show like this, not just Cynthia Mallard and Marq Dean doing StudioSetStage, but the world needs a show like this, and you need people we intentional. We are intentional about uplifting the next person. I know there are people in the world who say, well, I don't believe in positivity. I've had so many different things to happen to me or whatever. But yet they forget, like you said earlier, you're still here and you're here for a reason.
And this is the thing. It's like they don't say that verbatim. They always say, well, I'm a realist. And that's okay.
I mean, wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We are too. We're realists also. We just literally were talking about like how we may not come back for season 3. And you can't escape
the reality. You're living in it. But at the same time, it's your mindset. And the mind also aligns with your spirit. And you have to make sure that in doing and working it out, that you keep your motives aligned in a positive place. Because people can do things, but they say the road to hell was paved with good intentions.
Because you're not gonna be happy all the time. Sometimes you are gonna want to take a little fork out and stab somebody. I mean, just by like the comments, y'all guys, we host a show, right? So you can imagine like some of the DMs, like all of the comments that we get, even when we've had guests or whatever, you would just be, no, you wouldn't be surprised about how people spin certain things, you know what I'm saying? Or why did you ask that? Or were they worthy to be on a show? Like people say all kinds of things. And we have to just be like ducks, quack, quack, let it roll off of our backs.
You do.
So,
you do.
And kindness and positivity wins out all the time.
You got to stay positive. You got to stay positive. And also at the same time, I have, even when there's been times, like you said, you have those moments where, you might be like, okay, all right, where is this going? But at the same time, is those moments where, it will be revealed if you're moving in the right direction. And there have been times, like you said, you get those comments, but I've also gotten comments and I've gotten hits from people and shout out to key people that's like, man, what's going on? What's up? Man, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for another episode. What's going on? And those just like you need, just like you have to eat, you got to have physical food. You need that motivational food that will keep you, keep your mind right, as they would say.
That's right. And you guys help to keep our mind right. If you're just joining us again, I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
And this is StudioSetStage, just a platform for those of you to uplift those of you who tune in, just to hear, us talk about life, right? Talk about life, where we're going. This is our inaugural episode for season 3.
Season 3, guys.
Season 3. And we're talking basically no resolutions, only solutions.
Exactly.
And
no
resolutions. We're just hoping that that's going to lead you in the right direction. For those of you who have been tuned into us like previous seasons, you know that we have brought on guests who we felt like could help you in whatever it is that you are trying to do within StudioSetStage and outside of StudioSetStage. So we ain't no punks. Like we are real. We have had like over 25 years in StudioSetStage in different arenas. I have worked in television, film, radio. I've done a little bit of everything, public relations, when it comes to the media world.
Multimedia music,
all of it,
of course, and I'm just excited about the future, and one thing I can say, a lot of people might be caught in a rut or seem like, they're just dwelling on the past. You can't do that.
Oh, my
you have to keep moving forward and know that, yesterday's gone, but, tomorrow will is coming, but it's what you do now that will determine the outcome for tomorrow. So I would say, for us, we, I'm so proud and I'm so happy that, we have been blessed to have a platform where we can pay it forward with motivation, whether you're starting that new business, whether you are, aspiring, actress or an aspiring singer, producer,
motivational speaker, whatever it is that you do. Maybe you want to start your own show.
Maybe you might want to start your own podcast. But that's what it's about. It's to let you know that, hey, it begins with you.
If we can do it, you can do it.
It begins with you.
Absolutely.
And there's no thing, say, oh, that's impossible. No, cut that and put I'm possible. You're possible.
We're possible because of you. So listen, guys, don't forget, we are here on YouTube again. We just want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to you. No resolutions. Only solutions, okay?
Right. Only
That's what it's all about. So you can find us, of course, StudioSetStage.com. Please bear with us because I think our site right now is under construction too. But definitely go on there. Please support us. Support us. Lots of merchandise for you to rep who you are, what you do, and if you're just supporting us, Cynthia Mallard and Marq Dean, right?
Yes, indeed.
Don't forget, you can catch us on all the platforms, all of them.
Yes, all the platforms: Spotify, Google Play, Google Podcasts, also YouTube. Which you definitely going to be watching. And hey, season 3, we've got a lot in store. And again, thank you for the love, and we appreciate you. We love you guys. And hey, stay the course, man, because hey, we're going to be here.
That's right. And don't forget, you can get at us StudioSetStage@gmail.com. I'm going to say it again a little slower. StudioSetStage, just like you see right here, at gmail.com. Of course, you can always reach me, Cynthia Mallard, IG, Facebook, all of it, LinkedIn, all of it, guys.
Marq Dean Music, all my social media, IG, Facebook, Twitter, the whole nine.
You know how to get at us. So we love you guys. Don't forget, join us every single week just for a new episode, right? We're kicking 2022 off